Here's how I protect my snowblower in between uses and save a little time and money in the process. I usually do this once the snow on the snowblower has melted and dried off. And I use this pressurized sprayer along with Old Man's Cologne WD-40. This is why I love this thing. I'm gonna start out by spraying inside the auger housing. I'm gonna get back here into the impeller housing first. Give that a quick shot. Maybe come underneath, good. And then up here, good. That'll do. The whole impeller housing inside is now coated. From here, I'm gonna hit the top, come back for one more pass, good. Then hit the side panels, easy. Same thing over here. And then from here, just hit the augers in an up and down fashion. That's it. Now that whole thing took about 20 seconds to do, and I'm just gonna let it drip dry. And it's a good idea to have some cardboard down. This will help prevent snow from sticking and stop rust in its tracks. Now from here, what I'll do is I'll spray down the chute, give that a quick spray. You can also turn the chute and spray down this way for a better angle. And then from here, make one pass up, covering about half of the chute on this side, and then I'll spray the other side down. This again will help prevent snow from sticking as it's ejected out the chute. It's a good idea to hit the outside of the chute now, just one quick shot. Smooth it all out, catch any drips. Same thing on this side, hit it quick and wipe it all down. From here, I'm gonna hit the top of the auger bucket as well as the impeller housing, and there is some residue that came down off the chute and landed on there. That's okay. We'll just spray the top, take an old rag, wipe around. You can remove this stick if you need to. Just give it a quick wipe. Simple as that. Hit the impeller housing real good. From here, I like to hit the sides, and especially around that skid at the bottom. Then from here, just give it a wipe. And there's plenty on this rag. This rag is heavily saturated, so I'm just gonna reach around underneath, give that a quick wipe down, come around to this side, spray this down, wipe it off, and again, come down here on the underside, give that a quick wipe, spray the bottom of the chute, good to go there. Now the transmission housing right underneath the engine. This is one area that I just kind of reach as best I can. Beginning of the season, end of the season, I'll wipe these areas down a little bit more thoroughly. Wheels are the same. They're just areas that don't see a lot of heavy snow friction compared to other areas like the bucket up front. Same thing on this side, spray it down, wipe it all around, and the wheel too. I'll even hit underneath down here real quick. Just be careful if you have any holes like this. You don't want to spray directly into those with your sprayer, so that way it doesn't get anything on your friction disc. The engine components here, I'll usually just spray the rag and give them a quick wipe down as well. Not to worry about this muffler cover. It might be a little stinky when you turn it on next time. That'll usually burn off in about the first 30 seconds or so. Coming around to this side, again, just wiping any metal surfaces. Getting the rag wherever I can. Come around to the bottom side of it, wipe the recoil. And at this point, this rag is really saturated, so I'm just gonna wipe down the handlebars, give those a quick wipe, give my handles here on the sides, other side coming up to the headlight. Quick, quick, quick. Make sure you do the back side too. Still got a ton on the rag. From here, I'm just wiping the dash. Making that all pretty and shiny, covering everything. Any little piece of metal gets hit. This snowblower is now fully coated, fully protected. Check out this shine. It's got more glaze than a Krispy Kreme donut. And help this video shine with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. And by the way, hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, this video is not sponsored. I purchased this pressurized sprayer and the WD-40 with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. With this sprayer, this procedure only takes me about 3 minutes to wipe down my entire snowblower, and I'll have this sprayer and the WD-40 linked down below in the description. Let's dive a little deeper into this vapor sprayer. This pressurized non-aerosol spot sprayer holds up to 32 fluid ounces of bulk chemicals like solvents, penetrating oils, degreasers, lubricants, cleaners, and other protective sprays. Pretty cool. And it also has a working pressure of up to 80 to 150 PSI. It shoots a fan spray and a stream, which I'll show you more in a moment. It weighs a little over 2.5 pounds, measures about 7 inches tall, and about 4.3 inches wide. It's manufactured by Star Asia USA, so which country is it from? And it comes with a 90-day warranty. I've been using this for a little over a year now, and it's proven to be pretty handy. Now, I like tools that I can constantly reuse, or in this case, refill. Here's how you fill her up. You're gonna twist off this cap here at the top. Get any remaining air out, take it off. Now this thing's about 1/3 of the way full with WD-40, and I'm gonna fill it up to about 2/3 of the way. The manual says to fill it with about 20 fluid ounces of whatever you're spraying. And again, you wanna have some room up at the top so that way you can pump some air inside. Funnel goes in. I'm gonna open up my WD-40. Come on, safety cap. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more in because I'm already about 1/3 of the way full. And that should do. Now from here, I'm just gonna twist in our metal plug, wrench it on down, get it snug. And then from here, underneath this little black cover is a Schrader valve. I'm gonna take my air compressor here and I'm gonna pump this up to about 100 PSI. That's usually good enough for me. And good, pretty simple. And just like in college, the rubber cover goes on. We are now done and fully reloaded. Now, let's test the fan spray. I have this sprayer about 10 to 12 inches away from this piece of cardboard. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so you can kind of see that covered about half of this piece of cardboard. And this measures about a solid 8 inches across. Now, if we want to shoot a stream pattern, we have to unscrew this tip here. Get our wrench on it. It's not on there too hard. And then take this off. Boom, there it is. And inside is this little needle. I'm gonna take this out right here. I'm just gonna set that aside. And from here, just screw on the tip, just like that. Ready to fire. Let's see if I can hit the Cub Cadet from here. Yeah, wow, that's pretty far. Oh yeah, that was about 10 feet away. Yep, we got it. Been on the ground here too. Typical garage gear fashion, slinging lubricants all over the place in here. That shot better than my Super Soaker back in the day. Here's a few other things to know before buying a sprayer like this. You don't want to spray any water with a sprayer like this. Supposedly, it'll rust out any components inside. And you can't spray any thicker substances like paint because it'll clog up the nozzle. It's not meant for purposes like that. Now here's what I like about this vapor sprayer. I can spray and protect snowblowers fast. The name of the game here is speed. I have several snowblowers here to wipe down, and in about 15 minutes, I can have them all done. A quick fan shot pumps out a good amount and can cover a wide area. It sprays a consistent pattern, and it's not very heavy at all. And I can spray a lot of equipment down before I have to refill it. Earlier in the season when I tried it, I averaged about 12 to 15 snowblowers. Your use may vary depending on how much protectant you put in it, how much you're spraying on the snowblower, and how much air you have compressed inside. And this sprayer is the perfect complement to my snowblower rustproofing course, where I go in deep detail on how to properly coat your snowblower. I show you how to hit all the right areas so you can prevent rust and corrosion from even happening. If you want your snowblower to last a lifetime, I'll have my course linked down below right at the top of the description box. And if you're planning on storing your snowblower away for summer storage, there's no better way to protect it. Thank you for supporting the channel. Now there isn't much, but here's what grinds my gears with this sprayer. Once in a while, even though this tip is set up to shoot a fan spray, somehow the mechanism inside will get jammed up and shoot it in a stream. Not exactly sure how that randomly happens, but all you gotta do is unscrew the tip, readjust that little stem that's inside, and then tighten it back down. I did find though that by just tightening this tip down by hand, not with a wrench, and just getting it snug, does help prevent that stream from randomly happening. Now it seems to shoot in a fan pattern all the time. Also, I did notice that I had to tighten this little bolt here on the back side of the trigger because some WD-40 was slowly starting to leak out. I tightened it right up and that fixed the issue. And when you use the sprayer a lot, I found that whether you're using the fan tip or the stream, what ends up happening is some WD-40 will just kind of dribble out and run down and create a ring here on my workbench. So I found that periodically what I just have to do is just give it a quick wipe and you're good to go. Now, does this sprayer save me money? Well, I use a ton of WD-40 for various projects all around my garage. And I usually end up using several 14-ounce cans throughout each year. And the numbers here don't lie. 2 cans of WD-40 as of the filming of this video costs right around $23. So if we take $23 divided by 28 fluid ounces, we get right around 82 cents per fluid ounce. Now, this 1 gallon here of WD-40 is equal to 128 fluid ounces. It costs around $29. So if we take $29 divided by 128 fluid ounces, we come out to right around 23 cents per fluid ounce. So realistically, I'm saving about 3/4 of the cost by using this pressure sprayer along with this gallon of WD-40. That's a huge savings. So I can get a little heavy-handed with this at times and not worry about it too much because it's costing me significantly less. Now, is WD-40 a good protectant? Yes, it is. Its primary purpose is to prevent rust and corrosion by displacing water and at the same time creating a protective barrier. The WD in WD-40 actually stands for water displacement. It's cheap, it's readily available, and it gets the job done. I actually learned this WD-40 full wipe down trick from an old shop mechanic. And I remember asking him, what can I do with my snowblower after I'm done using it to fully protect it? And he went into the back of the shop and brought out what was at the time a 20-year-old snowblower. It was virtually rust-free and only had a little bit of corrosion on the muffler cover. That was it. And after every use, he said he would just spray it down with WD-40. So does it help protect your snowblower? Definitely. My former Aaron's Deluxe 28, which the Garage Geezer now has. It's 12 years old, and all I did to protect that thing throughout the season was coat it with WD-40, and then again heavily at the end of the season before I tucked it away for summer storage. There's less than 5% of rust on that entire unit, so this procedure works great for me. Are there better sprays out there? Yeah, sure. Fluid film, liquid wrench rust inhibitor, blaster silicone spray, blaster surface shield, Crown. I usually use these at the end of the season for a better protective coating, but you're gonna pay a lot more for these. So if you're like me and you gotta spray a lot of stuff in your garage and you wanna save a few bucks along the way, then go with WD-40. I do plan to try out some other sprays like fluid film inside one of these sprayers to see how it'll do. Perhaps I'll buy a separate sprayer just for that and test it out. You could probably even undercoat your car or your truck pretty well with one of these with some fluid film inside. I've even used this sprayer to clean up some of my hand tools, and I've even used it on mower decks during the summer months. Right after I was done cleaning them, gave them a quick shot. This is definitely a sprayer that I'm relatively happy with. It already saved me a lot of time and money in just 1 year. And check this out, I still have about 1/4 of a gallon left of WD-40 still to go. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.